up, bruh?
What up?
Sweet. So, I was thinking, right, since we doing, the He Rap He Sang album, I figured, that you from NO, right? Right. And I'm from Florida.
Tallahassee.
Right, so I got a couple things to, teach you.
Okay.
That you probably need.
Heavy Chevys, man.
Bitch.
Why the streets nothing but heavy Chevys, man.
Bitch.
Heavy Chevys.
Yeah, I like this.
Hi, big bro.
What up? With no heavy Chevys.
I see you.
I think I got this one. I think I got it. I was talking about Trick Daddy, the real dog riders.
All right.
Heavy
Let me see what I got.
T-Double.
Hey, but when you
The business.
See, let's start with a 72 Chevelle. I know that well, cause everybody try to buy that bitch from me, but I will never sell. Hell, mids and highs and 412s. 24 inches shots, he's complete with the parels. Yeah. Inside got baby blue gator scales. Even on the bottom of the seat, you can see the gator tail. My shit hard as a turtle shell. Plus I got a motherfucking motor that'll make them tires, yeah. When I was 11, dog, I learned by my Chevy dog. I burned the Pirellis off, convertible, take it out. Believe my love to stay inside. That's why I'm at the starting line, about to take it out.
Chevys.
See?
I see.
You gotta learn, big bro.
I see.
Now, I kinda want you to come back and tell me what you learned from my lesson.
Okay.
Yo, what's happening?
What's
Welcome
up?
to
What's
Talk
up?
That Shit TV.
What's happening?
I know it's been a minute. We're finally back in the studio.
Yeah.
It's your boy Los Do the Most. Got that same Wayne over in the corner.
Yeah. This the real one. This the real one. Not that picture I showed y'all. Man, we were that old white man. Hey, bro, and I seen that jump probably a few months ago, but forgot about it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to my search to find something. He's saying, Wayne, this is hold on. I said, man, Sean, I forgot all about it. Buddy need to get rid of that.
They gotta get rid of it.
Yeah, boy, I gotta go get everything copyrighted.
So we back once again. Sorry for the hiccups. Somebody had to take a quick vacation.
Yeah, around here on the beach and shit. Ain't letting nobody know nothing.
In the water, showing all the pretty blue water. I'm talking about just up and disappeared on us.
Picking up seashells and shit.
Don't you ever scare us again. Don't you ever scare us like that
I had to
again.
get
You
it
was
in,
slick.
brothers. I had to get it in.
I ain't mad at you. It look a little dark now. You got a little tan on.
Vacation in all at one time.
Man, I ain't even mad
It ain't
at
nothing but shows and work.
Well,
so I
now
had to
you
take
deserve it. You deserve it.
But we back in business now. Back to work.
Yeah, back to our regular scheduled program, already in progress.
That's right.
Well, today's topic is for the love of cars, and today we got another special guest in here. Been knowing this lovely young lady probably for about 20 years. I'm gonna say about 20 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. We run past each other in the high school hallways, and she was always the one that just stayed smiling about everything. I'm like, girl, what are you smiling at?
Not at that BAT, was that?
Yes, yeah.
Not that bitch holding slugs. That's what we used to call it. Ow.
Yeah, bitches. But right now she got a thing going on, man. She got she's doing a lot of big things, and every time we would run into each other in passing, I would promise her that I would have her on my show. So finally, I'm a man of my word, and I got you here on my show today. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for the lovely Miss Kia. And she is over the Georgia Donks and old school car shows she have every year around Labor Day weekend. And I'm telling you, bro, just watching her grow, just watching the show from the first show grow up to now is just phenomenal.
Well, thank you for having me on the show, first of all. I want to give a shout out to my other partners, Donnie, D-Nice, Shiloh. Rest in peace, Ride in peace, Scotty Russell,
Rest in peace, Scotty
AKA
Russell,
No
man.
Pressure.
That's my man. That's my man.
So I can't take all the credit for everything because it was four of us,
Right.
us three.
Right.
So we've been doing it for a few years now, and I enjoy it.
That was one of the questions I was actually gonna get into. Like, what was the? How did you all come up with this concept? And you know, what I'm saying, what made you decide? Well, this is what I want to do.
Well, initially the first year, I just attended the show. I was not actually one of the ones who put the first show together.
Okay.
I did attend the show. So the second year, Shiloh, Donnie, and Scotty wanted me to be a part of it.
Okay.
I had the area for the second show.
Okay.
So we all kind of just got together and collaborated and handled business, and it's just been going ever since. Going strong.
That's what's up.
Third year, it was a success.
Oh yeah, I was there.
This is the 4th annual, we're definitely looking forward to it being a great success. A little bittersweet for us due to the circumstances, but we're still looking forward to having a good time. And it's just all about having a good time and everybody coming together and just seeing everybody's hard work that they have put into their cars. You know, that's just what it is for me, fun, and I just love the good vibes.
That's what's up. Yeah. I didn't even know you was into cars like this. What made you, when did you fall in love with cars? If I would have known this when I was younger, shit, you know what I'm saying?
I've been into cars all my life, really. More so going to the races, and, you know, as when I was younger, I'm a country city girl, so I lived in the country. You know, they have a lot of races at the tracks in the country. Right. I would take my 4-wheeler and go. And, just, you know, enjoy the show. They have the concerts and stuff there. So I've always been into cars. I love the old school cars. I like new cars. I just like cars. Period.
I got you. Do you have a specific favorite, like that one vehicle? Like, if it came down to it, that one vehicle that you just say you just gotta have.
It's definitely a muscle car for me, so I'm gonna have to go with the Chevelle.
Oh shit! Okay. Good thing.
Chevelle has always been
Go to. One thing about women, man, like one thing I love about women. When a woman know her car, bro, that's like a plus. Yeah. That's a plus in my book lab. I'm telling you. Hell yes, man. Like honestly, like. Man, a lot of folk don't know that, man, but before me and my wife got married, you know what I'm saying, I met her in a donk, you know what I'm saying, and she loved cars as much as I did. Like, for real, like literally, if she was still here right now, I would still be on the hunt for that 1977 Trans Am, Smokey and the Bandit. That's all she kept talking about. Baby, I want this, I want to be this color, I want this color decal on it, all of that. And we was into the shows, you know, even before the shows, like we was heavy in the streets with these cars, period. Like Sunday, like today, it was an all day thing.
All day.
Man, I'm talking about, we started from the west side, we go to the mall, get up in the, it wasn't no liquor selling on Sunday.
Okay, I remember.
So we're prepared Saturday. If we don't go to the liquor store Saturday, we bootlegging Sunday morning. And I'm talking about all the bootlegging spots, it be a line at the door in the morning. Because we preparing for all day. We outside all day.
But see, they got me and Shawty to prepare, man. That man used to come get me by 10 o'clock in the morning. I already know what time it was. Beating down the block.
Beating the block down.
It's still like that. Like, it's still Sunday Fun Day. It's Sunday Fun Day today. They got a show going on.
Yes, a show going on today.
Whip by Wade and Whip Addict doing the G-Body show. I plan on going when I leave here.
I might try to pull up over there too.
It's still the Sunday Fun Days. With the car shows, and you know Atlanta is just
Wade. Shouts out to Whip Addict.
Shows anyway.
So. And look like he used to pick me up. That was like what? Creflo Dollar. He said 12. We hit that motherfucker. Oh, it's Creflo Dollar. You already know. He finna go through turning lanes. He finna run lights. I'm talking about. Whoa. Okay, whoa.
Oh, now. But the crazy part about it though, on that Sunday, everybody pretty much leaving Old Nat to go to the west side.
But not everybody.
Not everybody. Some people lag behind because they know everything else gonna pop up on Old Nat on Sunday, like the Frozen Palace, the Mexican restaurants up the street. All that gonna start popping like after 2 o'clock.
But man, not even that. It was just a lot of people scared to ride, man.
Yeah, a lot of people scared to ride.
A lot of people scared to ride, like especially on the south side. You stuck there, you stuck there.
You know what
I'm saying? But you had folk. Then you ain't even have to have no fire whip with no 17.9. No, you can have a junkyard with the beat.
Yeah.
Man, long as that Cutlass or that box Chevy.
Yeah.
Out there in that goddamn shit, you good and you swerving.
Right.
Bam, bam, bam. Man,
Right.
shit.
See, you know, I always tell you I'm from Chicago. So, you know, in
We
Chicago,
had the school
we didn't have that culture.
Yeah.
But see, like,
We didn't pull up in the whips, and I didn't know that y'all didn't drive the cars until Sunday, until Slick told me, because I told her she had a dump.
Yeah.
And when she had, you know, she got carjacked.
Like,
they tried to anyway. She didn't give it up.
Right.
But they tried to carjack for her dump. So I didn't know about bringing all this stuff out on Sundays. I was like, if it's a car, I'm just gonna drive. They like, no. She like, no. You don't bring them dunks out until Sunday. I said, Sunday.
Yeah.
She
Bring them out till
Sunday. We ride on Sunday. I said, okay, well,
We ride.
you know, she like cars too. You know, that truck in the garage is actually hers.
Okay.
She the one put the tires and
Right.
rims on. I had nothing to do with that.
Right.
So she like cars too.
Okay.
So that's her thing.
That's her thing.
I never knew anything about that coming from Chicago, because that's just not something we did up there.
shit, you missed it.
It was a vibe. I'm talking about back in the day, it was a vibe. And today it's still a vibe. It's just different. It's just different now. What you think, like, as far as change, like, do you think today's vibe is changed for the better, or you think it could be some improvements in what's going on today?
I think it's changed for the better, because you have different varieties coming from different groups of age ranges of, you know, people. And you have more females into the old school cars these days.
I noticed that too.
Shows.
I noticed that too.
So I think it's better, you know. And I think as far as even like with all the different car shows that's going on, everybody got their own stamp of what they represent and what they're doing. You know, like we mostly, Georgia Donks and old school is mostly donks and specifically old schools, 1996 and older vehicles, because we're really strict about who we allow to be in the show. You know, it's like you got to have a 96 and older, you know, if you want to be judged in the show. So everybody has their own way of doing things, and everybody got their own mark, like I said. But I enjoy all of it. I like seeing all the work people put into their vehicles, the music, the wheels, the paint, the interior. I like the original stuff. You know, I'm just now getting to the point where I'm just really liking and loving the Bel Airs, like.
Get into the Bel Airs,
yeah, those are the real money cars.
Get into the get into the Bel Airs.
I just love all the old schools, and I just like to see everybody get together and just have fun.
Now speaking of the women, okay, because we already know these dudes out here fake with these cars, because you remember back in the day, if you had an Acura or a Lexus, you were bullshit. But them motherfuckers that didn't like the Cutlass sit on the 17.9 shit like that. It's 2023. All you Lexus driving being motherfuckers back in goddamn 96, 99, y'all like donks now. But then y'all have y'all call this man right here. Man, what you just like you do put that Acura and that little Honda and that little Lexus together, you do the same thing with that goddamn donk. So with the women, do you feel like some of these women is genuine, some of these women are fake? Can you peep them out? Like, Cause you got some chicks like you said, like women are involved in it. But I remember, like I told Los, on one of them Sundays, I've never seen. Well, one of the chicks we knew, mine had a Monte Carlo, but this chick right here, no lie, straight from the SWAT. When I tell y'all, shot to jump in that Cutlass, that thing had a 400 in it. That bitch was goddamn. I said, oh.
No, all the females that I know that's in the old school car game, shout out to Country Cali, Big Meech old lady. Mia, she's from Macon. She hosts shows every year.
She got a nice car too.
Yeah, she got a really nice car. All the females I know,
they true to it.
Step, she got I think she got a G-Body Monte Carlo. All the females I know, they,
true to it.
Shout out to Nisa too, man. Nisa trendsetter. Shout out to Nisa. Shout out to Heather, Miss Everything Pink. Two trendsetters, man. They OGs. They female OGs in the game. I guess.
I don't know not damn one of them, but I know damn.
I'm gonna expose you. Don't worry.
But my thing is, don't be fake with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like y'all don't know nothing about it.
Do you think the social media groups pretty much like water down like the culture, like what we got going on? Do you think social media? Do you think the groups that are made on social media either help the game or crippled it?
I think it kind of helps, because like me, I try to support everybody.
Yeah.
If I know it's a car show coming up, and I'm planning on doing something, I'm gonna make sure I don't step on nobody's toes. Social media helps me to do that. I'm gonna make sure I support. You know, I'm gonna try to go to as many shows as I can.
Right.
Social media helps me with that. Social media kind of helps promote the shows.
Yeah.
We share each other's flyers and shows and stuff. So
That's
I think
good.
social media is definitely a good thing
tool,
for the car culture. You know, and of course people have their picks and chooses of, you know, what they're gonna do. And me, I work, so it's hard for me to go to some of the shows, but I try to support as much as I can. Especially if I know, okay, these people have supported me and my crew and what we got going on. And mostly everybody that I know have, you know. And like I said, I'm not really just seeing any negativity. I mean, I can say people being their feelings about these trophies and these cars at these shows.
I was just
but
about to
I
ask that
kind
too.
of overlook stuff like that because that's gonna happen no matter where you go, what you got going on. So, and I kind of stay to myself, you know, when it comes to the car industry. And of course, you got to network with people. But I've made a few friends, but you know, I don't really get into all the drama and you know, all the competition and all that kind of stuff. I kind of just try to stay in my lane and stay neutral.
I have a question from Instagram.
Okay.
I have my own personal question, but I have a question from Instagram from Slick. She said, what do you guys think about all the people who do donuts and stuff in the middle of the street? Do you think that helps car culture itself? Or do you think it drops a negative?
It actually cripples it.
It cripples it.
When it comes time for you to have a show and you want to go somewhere to this nice area, this nice parking lot, they're going to say no because you're going to destroy our parking lot. And then you got people doing donuts in these new cars that's $30,000, $40,000 versus... So what if you go to a parking lot and you mess up somebody's old school car? They don't put $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 into their car. You know, so no, I don't like that. I always
I never was a fan of
it. Yeah, the shows, no donuts, no burnouts.
I never
you
was
know.
a fan of that.
I never was a fan of
that. I think it puts you know, one bad apple spoils the bunch kind of
thing.
Yes, it does. Yes,
you know, and I that's how I feel about it. I just think it's not necessary. But
honestly, and I hate to say this, but that's what killed the old culture back in the day. That's what killed the culture. That's why a lot of the counties in the city, ordinance police officers, they shut these public places down because of that.
It's just dangerous to me.
Dangerous.
You know, it's just not a good look at all. It's a time and place for that. You know, if you want to do that, go to the racetrack.
Right.
It's not going to affect anything or anybody. You know, so I think the car shows are mostly for display. You know, display of the vehicle, the music, and you know, that's pretty much it.
Feel free to chime in too.
Let me ask you guys a question in the dunk culture, because I really don't know. Do they have car clubs? Like, I know in Chicago we had car clubs, like Cutlass Club and stuff like that.
They
have
definitely
like
got clubs.
a car club.
Yeah, they definitely got clubs.
Independent.
They do. They have different
groups. Honestly, as far as social media, the biggest group pretty much set the tone to where everybody really just got dunks and won't dunks was Dunk Ride or Die.
Okay.
Dunk Ride or Die was the first group pretty much to hit social media, and it took off overnight. Shouts out to Porter Boy. Shouts out to everybody down in South Florida. But before we even had social media, really, to be honest with you, when it comes to the dunks, like it blew up overnight here in the South back in the day because it was a group of guys that came up with a DVD series called East Coast Riders. Shouts out to Vito No Shade, shouts out to Piccolo, shouts out to Danny, Lance, all of them. But we was watching those DVDs at one time, and that's how pretty much everybody pretty much got to falling in love with dunks. Because at one point in time, we never called them dunks.
Okay.
They were never called. They were just heavy Chevys.
Heavy Chevys are cut dogs.
Yeah, and we once, you know, those were cheap cars. You know, you can find a photo dunk for under $1,000. A coupe would probably be $2,000, and a convertible would probably be $5,000.
I wouldn't be fine.
They wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't. Some of them might be less than that.
$2,500.
But they were not popular. In Atlanta, the only dunks that were popular, it was two certain years. It was a '73 Impala or a '73 Caprice, and it was a '76 Caprice. The '73 Impalas, most of us rode the '73 Impalas that were 2 doors. we'll find a few photo glass houses in the photo post 73 Impalas, but you found more 4-door 76 Caprices running around out here than 73 Impalas. Them two in Atlanta was king. The 71, the 72, 74, 75, no play at all. You put a 76 Caprice and a 73 Impala together amongst any other donk, and they hold more weight than anything in Atlanta. Okay. And then also in Atlanta, we was riding more box Chevys, more Cutlasses, more Regals. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't really into the SS.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
the Monte Carlo.
Yeah, the Monte Carlo.
Yeah,
box Chevy, Cutlass, Regals, Monte Carlo. And if it was a Monte Carlo, it was a luxury sport.
And then too, the main one that everybody drove was the Bubble Chevy.
Yeah.
The Bubble came later. Yeah, the Bubble came later on.
And with trucks too, they wasn't really on trucks neither.
Nah, we weren't on trucks.
Back then.
We didn't hit trucks until like 2000.
And really wasn't even hitting trucks. They were still getting called. Really, trucks didn't really start getting popular to like mid. No, man, I'm talking about
2001. But I'm gonna tell you 2000.
No,
I'm gonna tell you why.
They popular than they were back then, shout. I'm telling you, because everybody wanted a truck. Now I had a truck in 07. You know what I'm saying? But now you see a lot of like, you know what I'm saying?
Tony Matt set the tone for a truck in 2002. Tony Matt was the first. And personally that I know, Tony Matt was the first one riding around with a short bed with a built motor on 22s in a truck. But then came Buck. Then came everybody else.
I'm just saying.
But later on, like they didn't pick up on it till later on. But that was the first person I seen pretty much built the truck in early 2000. Then later on, it progressed. But you know, back in the day, box Chevys and Oldsmobile 98s and Oldsmobile Delta 88s were the thing when it came to photo cars.
Well, you know they squatting now in them trucks.
Oh yeah, they squatting in them trucks.
Now, the first time I saw squatting was in South Carolina. To be honest with you, we went to Myrtle
Carolina
Beach,
squat,
and they was squatting all them trucks.
The staggered wheels in the back.
Yeah, staggered wheels.
Yeah.
They was squatting every truck on the road in South Carolina was squatting.
Yeah.
So that's what we thought. Let me ask you a question. As a female in the car industry, in the dunk per se, do they take you seriously? Like, you know, sometimes men have a habit of not taking women serious. Like, man, she don't know what she doing. She don't know what this is about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
take you serious?
Because we just like that. Men are like that. We petty and stupid like that sometimes.
Probably not. You know, of course, about me being a female, they're like, oh, she just, because people are always asking me, oh, you must just be promoting the show. Are you a promoter? It was never,
actually being fully engaged.
So, no, females don't get all the props when it comes to, you know, the old school category. And I get it, I understand. And it's okay with me. I just know what I like and what I like to do and what I'm capable of doing.
Like, especially like when it comes to fixing up the car, the engine and brakes and all that stuff. You would have to know what's going on in order to do that for your car, right? So, in that part, do they even take it serious on that part? When we say, I'm about to build up this Chevy, they like, who going, your boyfriend? Like, even with slick truck outside, they say, oh, that got to be a husband truck. And I'm not her husband, but no, that's her truck. Like,
that's her truck,
She built that truck like that for herself. She had all the leather.
That's her truck.
They just don't think that a woman would be
capable of doing
something like that. And I know with the specialty of dunks, because that's not something everybody can buy. That's something like you say, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 in those cars. I know men have a habit of thinking, she ain't did that. Her boyfriend did that. She only out here because she cute. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So I just wanted to try to touch on that a little bit.
A couple of the females that I mentioned earlier, it's, you know, two of them have dunks. And when I say it's the details for me. You know, it's the details of the vehicle. Just, you know, it's just nice.
Yeah, she got a nice ass car. I get that. She got a real nice ass 75.
My homegirl Peaches, she got a real nice box Chevy. So all the females that I've seen in the car game, they got some really clean cars. It's just nothing that's just thrown together. It's real nice, like cars that's really detailed, and you can tell they put time and effort into it. So, but back to what you said, no, I don't think females get all the props, which is okay with me. I'm fine. So, you know, it is what it is.
Slick's cousin has a husband who has a box Chevy, and he loves that car to death. And I never knew anything about box Chevys. Like I said, we wasn't into the car game in Chicago, but and I look at his car when he has pictures of it, or whatever when he posted, and it just looked stock. It doesn't look like he put anything on it or like anything into it, but it's clean.
Yeah.
And that engine clean.
It's probably original.
And I think it is original to where, like when they drove it off the showroom, he keeps it like that. And Slick was telling me, yeah, you keep it regular. You don't put 29s on that car. You just keep it regular. And then when you hit it, you hit it. So I'm learning out about this stuff through her. So that's why I was asking about the women, because she teaches me all about this stuff. I don't really know about any of this. So
now, as far as putting a car together and motors,
would you keep it basic? Like, would you buy a car and keep it basic?
No, me, I would just go all out. I'm extra, so, and that's why, like, I don't have an old school car.
Because you know.
Yeah, but if I buy an old school car, it's got to already be put together.
Okay.
The only thing I want to have to buy is rims.
Okay.
So if I'm going to drop something on the old school, it's going to be up there.
Okay.
I don't have time and the patience to get a car and make it a project, per se. I would. If I would, I probably need maybe about 80, 90 grands.
Okay.
Say, let me get that Chevelle,
Okay.
Right.
and let me throw my wheels on there.
She want to
and let me
run.
ride.
She want to
And
look.
would you buy one that's not necessarily built, but know what you wanted and have someone else build it for you? Because you're still gonna basically put the same amount, but it'll be more specialty to you and what you like.
Because trusting people these days.
It's
just
hard.
hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard with just
It's
a
hard.
regular car and putting your car in the shop.
That's true.
It's hard.
So
you gotta
probably
know,
not.
You gotta trust somebody. You gotta trust the
because
right people.
I just would hate to have to get into it with somebody about my money.
I don't blame.
You know, especially when it comes to that amount of money.
Right,
you know,
right.
And the standard that I have for a vehicle, so probably not. No, I wouldn't trust anyone else unless they were my spouse or you know, a sibling or somebody.
Even somebody that was referred by somebody in one of your shows or something like that. You like, that car look good. Who did that for you? They're like, oh, John down the street did that.
I mean, it just depends on their reputation.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Not saying that I wouldn't, you know, put my trust into anybody, but just these days and times, you know, it's just hard to get good service.
It really is. It is.
On vehicles,
Yeah.
period.
I'm building two myself, and luckily I got some genuine people in my corner that's actually building these cars for me. But like she said, it's like pulling teeth nowadays. You know, you want to pay for quality work, but then it's almost like you gotta do a background report on people that you try to take your car, take to the shop to, cause you know everybody sit around and promote themselves on social media, and you see how good the work is, but not knowing people talk.
Right.
So like the first bad thing I hear about you, I'm gonna put that against you. I'm gonna put that against you, and I'm gonna do my homework on you to see what type of person that you really is. And if it adds up to everything that I done heard about you, then I can't do no business with you.
Okay.
And that's honestly pretty much like, that's like to me, I mean, because I know I've been out of the game for a minute, but just coming back in, just trying to slowly come back in the game and just really trying to get a feel for everybody, you know, that's pretty much the hinder point on the whole situation, because you don't know who to trust. And like I've been out of the game so long, so it be times I had to call her, kid, who it is? You know what I'm saying? How you know this person here? You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never seen them before.
Right.
You know, the people that I'm used to dealing with, I know them. Like it was before social media. Like when we used to go to the park, it was like one big ass family. Like everybody pretty much knew everybody. And you know, you have new folks come in, you know, periodically. We knew they were new because we never seen them on a Sunday in a park before. So, you know, of course we're gonna get to asking questions. But now, like how everything is now, I mean, I'm up now. So I had to go to Kid. Kid had to fill me in. Kid, who it is?
It's a few people who hit me that be like, I know you know what's going on today.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just try to keep the flyers and the shows in rotation. You know, if I can catch it, if I have time. But yeah, it's always something going on nowadays.
Yeah.
It's really like a show.
It's a show outside of a show.
Every single weekend.
It's a show outside of a show, for real.
So it's always something to do in Atlanta, especially when it comes to these cars.
Yeah. I'm eventually trying to get back out there. I'm gonna try to get back out there. I'm working on, like I said, I got 2 projects I'm working on. I'm eventually try to get back out there And, you know, I've been talking to some folks, and I'm just like, you know what? I want to go back to that old Atlanta feel, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That old Atlanta feel, like just linking up on a Sunday, just around the city, you know what I'm saying? For real. Like, I just want to get back to that, but telling you, man, like, besides the nightlife here in Atlanta and besides all the fame and the force and the flashing lights, bro, this was our culture back in the day. Yeah. This is what we did on Sunday. I'm talking about the malls will be packed all day Saturday. The hair salon be packed Friday and Saturday. Everybody getting their hair did, haircut and everything. Going to the mall to get a fresh fit Saturday, all just for Sunday. And we outside all day Sunday.
They still have a few things going on. Like, you know, you got a group of people, Big Lat and some other guys. They
Shouts
put
out
together,
to Big Lat TV too.
They do a little meet and greet at Pseudo's every first Thursday. It's always really nice. I hate that I work evenings now, so I'm not able to make the shows any longer.
You and Slick need to go.
And then I had started doing something on every second Sunday at All In Sports Bar on Mount Zion in Morrow.
How'd that going?
Well, I didn't do it this month because I had kind of fell back to focus on the car show, our show, Georgia Donks and Old School Day. September 3rd, y'all make sure y'all come out and support.
That's right. Beautiful cars.
1159 Mount Zion Road. We're going to be there from 2 to 8 p.m. So, yeah, I said I was going to start back doing it because, you know, it's just something to do, and it's a free event, you know, something to do on Sundays. Family time, it's family friend. Well, not the bar, but, you know, the parking lot, even, you know, just bring your mate out, your friends out, come out and just meet and greet in the parking lot. And sometimes you see different cars that you've never seen before.
That's true.
It just depends on what's going on in the city. People, they're going to hear about it and they're going to show up.
Tell Shiloh I'm going to still choke him. I'm going to choke the shit out of Shiloh when I see him.
What Shiloh did?
He sold my pretty ass 74. I kept telling his ass not to sell. Bro, what the hell is wrong with you, man? You know I got some word when I see you, bro.
Everybody I know that's around me got clean donks. Like even like the people that I know in Macon. Shout out to MacTown.
Yeah, shout out to MacTown. What's up, Vert Rod?
They got really nice donks.
Yes,
everybody
sir.
that I know here in Atlanta got really nice donks.
Oh, yeah.
So me per se, I always used to say that car too long, it's too big. But you know, when you see them fixed up, you kind of have a change of heart. So I like the donks. Me personally, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't get one?
No. I like them. They're nice, but no. Like I said, I'm a muscle car girl.
Right.
I like the Chevelles.
Donks been my
favorite. I like
favorite
the G-bodies also. So, but yeah.
I've been loving donks since I was a little boy. My granddaddy, both of this. I tell everybody this story because everybody be like, bro, why you love donks so much? Man, both of my granddaddies had donks.
Oh wow.
My daddy had a '73 photo no post Impala. It was orange with the black top. I never forget it.
Did you say orange?
Orange with the black top.
You know,
orange with the black top.
He's straight Georgia.
Yes, straight Georgia. That's right. Orange with the black top, black interior. Every time I used to go to my granddaddy's house, I'd be like, Granddaddy, when you gonna take me to the store? Come on, we go to the store. Hop in the front seat like a kid in the candy store. Then my daddy, my other granddaddy on my mom's side, he had a photo 74 Impala. And I'm talking about, it was clean, it was beige, tan interior. So just watching them drive those donks when I was little, I always tell my daddy, like, when I graduate high school, I want to call out my granddaddy. I always tell him that. So I finally graduated high school and went to college, and I finally bought my first one. 72 that I still got now. I bought it in college after I graduated college, and my granddaddy it was fortunate that my granddaddy was able to see it before he died.
Oh, wow.
And it lit him up so much to where I was like, you know what, I can't sell this car. So to this day, I still got it. Everybody that want to know, yes, I still have it. It's in the lab. It'll be coming out hopefully next year sometime. I'm not in no rush, but it's in the process. It's in the works now. I'm talking about Remix 2.0.
When I was growing up, my mom had a Nova.
Oh, for real?
It had the big wheels on it. Ooh. And I used to love that car. I used to think about the Dukes of Hazzard. And now I be thinking about it like, my mom should have kept that car.
My great uncle had a Trans Am. He from the country. And he's a building race car. So He come down, he always talk about how he come down the hill and he'll go airborne when he come up the hill. I'm talking about he always tells us that story. So growing up in the South, man, you know that we was around them cars, man. I can honestly say that. Like my uncle on my daddy's side, you know, they sitting in the driveway pulling motors out and stuff. Man, my daddy had all kind of cars, man. So that what really got me into it. Like instead of playing basketball senior year, man, I was in the backyard with cotton, we pulling motors out. Pulling motors out. Pulling motors out. Held around, fought around, and had to put that cutter together. And he almost killed himself in that motherfucker. The first one that really had was with a 400 in it. Ran into a tree. Wait, better slow your head down.
Let me ask a question. You said you're not really a dunk person. You're more of muscle car. If you had, just say you had unlimited money.
Unlimited money.
Unlimited.
What would your muscle car?
What would be your dream muscle car?
You say you like Chevelle.
Like I
Color,
said,
engine,
You
all
say you
that.
like Chevelle.
Right.
Year, make, model, everything.
Yeah.
The specs.
There you go.
Everything. What would be in this Chevelle? What year Chevelle would it be?
Money's no
The color,
object.
all of that, if you had the money.
I don't have a specific year.
Okay.
But definitely the motor would have to be suited and booted. I'm a fast driver. I like to drive fast. And I forgot to I got a Lexus, by the way. So I found some kind of way. Like the people who drive Lexus cars.
Well,
I just like fast cars. So color-wise, probably like I call it like a baby blue, like an ice blue. That would probably be the color
Chevrolet
with some
color
alloy
blue.
wheels.
okay.
So yeah, that probably with like off-white interior.
Ooh.
I notice on a lot of
Good
cars,
taste.
muscle cars and
Good
dunk cars,
taste.
they don't tint their windows. There's a reason why
No,
they
you
don't
want to be
tint.
You want a
seen.
fishbowl.
You want everybody to see.
Fishbowl.
Yeah, that's what my daughter
Fishbowl.
say about the car.
Yeah,
You want to be in a
fishbowl.
fishbowl. You want to be seen.
That what they
you
got
know,
glass.
you
That
gotta-
glass, yeah.
Okay, I
That
just wanted to know.
fishbowl.
I never asked. I ain't never asked Slick that, but I thought about
Nah,
it just
you
then
want to
when
show out, especially
you
if
wanna
it's
show
light
off.
color, like your interior
Right.
you got white interior.
Uh-huh.
Man, you want to show them guts, man. Window rolled up, the dew blowing,
Right.
the wham in the trunk. You got the strong pat blowing while you in the car. You know what I'm saying? Chick on the passenger seat. She
And I have OCD, so everything got to be in place. My
Right.
music got to be right. I love loud music.
Yep. Love that
When I'm in my
loud music.
car,
you gotta
I'm
get
in
that
concert.
dynamite.
Yeah, that dynamite. That
Yeah,
wham in the
so
trunk.
It's that's what it would be for me.
Gotta have that
Then
wham.
probably next after that would be a Mustang, an old
Okay.
Mustang.
She love
Yeah.
Mustangs too. Janelle love
Yeah,
Mustangs.
so-
She said that 67 Mustang was her thing. She said she had to have a
Slick
67
said she was
Mustang.
gonna get a dunk. You know, she a little nervous about getting one, but she said she was gonna get one back. From what I understand of hers, it was nice. It was nice.
Really?
See, yeah, that thing was
Man,
nice. They-
If I just had to get a donk, it would be a 2-door. It wouldn't be
A
a
coupe,
4-door.
yeah.
Yeah, it would be a 2-door.
Yeah, I heard. I don't know what hers was. I saw a picture of it, but I can't remember. But that thing, they say, everybody say that thing used to be nice. You hear it coming. It would roar. See that? Yeah.
What color was it?
I don't know. Slick, what color was your
What
dunk?
color was the dunk, Slick? I don't know. I may have seen that color because I know growing up in Atlanta, growing up in College Park, like, okay, recently in Atlanta, you know, when we had a shop in Atlanta, it used to be this old lady riding around in a brown 73 two-door Impala. I'm talking about factory clean. She could pull up at the store, be like, people be like, bro, you want to sell it? No.
Right.
I'm not selling it. And I'm talking about she bought it brand new off the floor in 73. And I had a guy that used to work with at the auction. He had a factory 63 SS Impala and a factory 2-door 71 Impala. And we met at the auction when I bought my 72, because my 72 was factory then. And he was like, he bought the 71 brand new off the floor. He bought the 63 brand new off the floor. He said if he had to sell either one, it would be $1.5 million a piece.
Whoa!
wow.
Wow!
Damn. 1.5.
Wow!
Show me how much he ain't trying to sell it. I was like, well, damn. And to this day, you can still probably find them in either one of them cars.
Really?
Yeah.
Till today.
To this day, yeah.
Wow.
To this day. Still driving up and down the street like nothing happened. Windows rolled up, air blowing, all that.
Still good condition.
Yeah. Look like it came out the showroom floor.
Wow.
Look like it came out the showroom
I think
floor.
the most old school cars I've seen in the city at one time was after the Rick Ross show.
Oh yeah.
During the Rick Ross show.
The
Old National
first year or the
it's all
second year?
over. The first year. The second year. The second year, I was out.
Second year was
got
a little
stuck
more
in the
organized.
parking lot over on Old National at Kroger's, never again. But
The second year was a lot more organized, so it wasn't. The last year was the better year for me, even though it wasn't organized like it was this year. But the fact that whole Old National scene, all the whips outside. I think I got a video of it somewhere, but that was like that was just like history. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like history just popped out that day. And I'm talking about, it was such a lovely day to where you didn't have to worry about no police. You didn't have to worry about nobody getting no bullshit. Everybody just out there having fun.
Yeah, because the first year they was just shutting everything
down. Yeah.
You go
I
from
think
one
it was
parking lot
panic
to the
mode.
next.
Yeah, I
they
think it
would
was just panic mode.
Run you away, and I think we was off in the Kroger parking lot for about 2 hours. And then finally they came and ran us off.
Yep.
We had a good time, and
it was panic mode.
I seen a lot of nice cars.
Now, one thing I can't say now in today's time, like, and Wayne, you can probably sit here and vouch with me for this too. I probably consider myself and yourself and everybody that was in the past trendsetters now. Cause guess what? Everybody want to buy a donk now. Everybody want to buy a box now.
Slick say her car was lime green. She said it was lime green, bowling ball white inside and white.
Oh,
top.
she had a convertible?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh shit, that was trying to get her. Yeah. She got a drop top.
She had that lime green car. That female code.
Oh man, yeah, they wanted it.
I don't think the box Chevys will ever go out of style.
Yeah. Nah, it ain't gonna never go out of style. Yeah. Nah, box Chevy was a car. That was a car we used to go hit for back in the day. Back in the day, boy. For real, between that old 98 and that the Buick Regal, they wasn't there. The Sabres and the Park Ave were hot, but they weren't as hot as that box Chevy and that old 98 and the Cadillacs. The Cadillac.
I think I'm more of a muscle car person myself.
Yeah.
You know what?
I've seen some dunks and they're nice, they sound good when they're done right.
Right.
But I just don't think that I would be. First, I'm a little guy. I'm not gonna be. I need some. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more compact.
Right.
They got the same amount of power, so I would be on the Chevelles and the Novas.
I like cars,
you know, stuff like that. Especially if I can get one that looks unassuming.
Yeah.
Like if I get one that looks unassuming. That's what I want.
Yeah, I think the donks fit the tall people.
Yeah. Donks fit the tall people.
Yeah,
I agree.
Can you just imagine me in that long ass car?
Now my right hand man.
I'm gonna get a 4-wheel drive truck. I'm gonna get a big truck in the next couple months. I'm gonna get a big one, but I just don't. I don't know. It's just I just can't be in the glass. What you call it, the glass bowl?
Yeah, fish bowl.
Like, can you see him over that steering wheel? No, I can't do it.
Yeah, I like the trucks too though. Shout out to Lucky. She got one of the hardest
Yeah, what's
trucks
up, Lucky?
in the city.
Badass truck, man.
Female wise.
Badass truck. She got a badass truck.
And it's new. It's a newer truck. So
yeah,
but I've seen a lot of old school trucks too. But like I said, I love the new cars and the old cars.
Oh yeah.
When I first moved here, I worked with a guy who had a I think it was like a 60. It was in the 60s or something. Truck. But he didn't have mufflers on there. He said he had tractor pipes on there from the tractor with I guess had the big part because he said he didn't have to have a catalytic converter.
Right.
And that thing was shaking.
Loud.
Man, it was loud. It was loud. But the engine was solid. Like he had everything in the engine, but it was unassuming. It wasn't.
Oh yeah.
He had factory tires on there and everything. No paint job whatsoever. But just the what he said. I said, "How you got tractor pipes?" I said, "I don't need no catalytic converter. It's a 60-something.
Yeah.
I don't have to get emissions." I said, "Oh, okay."
It was like that back in the day. Like certain areas in Atlanta, you didn't have to have emissions. But now since the metro Atlanta area has widened, then everybody in the metro area needs emissions now. But yeah, it was one point in time where it's still like that outside of the metro area. You don't even have to have emissions.
Yeah, in the country you don't have to have one.
You have to have emissions in the country. So,
I just thought that was different. That's my first experience going forward with cars. Like
Man,
I love cars.
Man, I've been loving cars since I was a little kid, man. I can sit down at the age of 3 and tell you the make model of a car if it was a ride past. I think when I got like 7 or 8 years old, that's when I got to realizing what year is this and what year is that. Like I'm a real car guru, like for real. And I mean, I love all of them, not just specific one like what everybody else got. Don't you? I love them all, bro. Like,
yeah, me too. I just love cars. Period.
I love them all, for real. Like they got a meet up in Pigeon Forge, I think, coming up after your show. I think it's 2 weeks after your show. It's called the Great Smoky Rod Run. They do it 3 times a year, but I think this year they only did it 2 times this year. And it's a cruise in that starts on Thursday and it ends on Sunday. And how everything be going on here in Atlanta, like in the streets, it's the same way up there. You got Pigeon Forge, you got Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg. Between them 3 cities is one strip. That one strip in Pigeon Forge is the show.
Oh wow!
Is the show. Yeah. Like you got folks riding up and down 441 on both sides in traffic, and then those that are not, like alongside 441, it's like businesses, parking lots, hotels and stuff. All the nice rides in the parking lot. And this is from Thursday to Sunday.
I did get a chance to experience the Florida Classic last year. It was cool, but the police was just shutting everything down. I still was debating if I was going back this year, but it was a nice little vibe down in Orlando for the Classic as well.
I've been meaning to get down there. I done had some people try to talk me into going down there, but I don't think I'm ready to go down there.
Yeah, it's in November this year.
I don't think I'm ready yet. I don't think I'm ready to go down there.
I was just about to ask, do car shows run in the winter months or just in summer months?
Oh, they run year round.
Yeah, they do, but it's more so in the
summertime.
Yeah, a lot of people put their cars in the shops and put them up for maintenance and you know, when it starts getting cold. But
now you catch a few.
Still pull them out.
Yeah, you catch a few in Florida.
Yeah.
You catch a few shows in Florida. You catch a few in Cali. You know what I'm saying? Because of weather difference out there. But most of the shows, like you say, most of the shows pretty much happen in the summer. Like I said, I'm not really. I'm getting more into the shows because, like, at first, like I'm type of person. I pull up at a cruise in or wherever I see some cars at and chilling. But do you think in these days of time, some of these people with these car shows are a little overrated? Do you think? I'm just asking.
Put me on the spot like that.
No, I'm just asking. Like, what do you think about it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I do. That's just my thought. I do, but like I said, everybody got their own mark and their own vision.
I understand.
And you know.
No, because I remember you saying how people like act the fool about trophies and stuff. So you know that's why I had wanted to bring that
because of course, a lot of people feel like they deserve a trophy. That's why, like, for our show, we do have judges that really nobody knows. Because we want them to be fair, we understand. We get it. It's a lot of nice cars. But everyone cannot get a trophy. And you know, I do think some of the shows are overrated. When it comes to certain things, but like I said, everybody do their own thing.
Everybody got their motive.
Everybody got their own vision of what they want to do. So I can't knock nobody for what they do, because like we specify what we're doing for our show. You know, and people might not agree with what we got going on, but everybody got their own vision. So I think it's a good thing when you got you know, a variety. You know, and sometimes people will take your ideas, but it's cool, it's okay, because, you know,
it happens.
I think that's what we're here for, to help each other,
learn from each other,
and gain new ideas, you know, and do different things.
Do you all think with the car shows, and especially in competitions, I guess, do you think that when you have a celebrity within the show, now I guess the promotion is good, but you think that as an unfair advantage because like you say, you work, I work, everybody works, and they're still building their cars, and this guy's just got unlimited money, he's building his cars, and he's winning all these car shows. Do you think that, and then he don't even have to drive it, like Slick said, he has it towed in. Do you think that adds value to it, or do you think that hinders to where a lot of people say, well, I'm not going to enter a car show if a bunch of people or a bunch of celebrities are in it because they have unlimited money, they can get people to give them stuff.
Question.
And you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm building my car with my $500 every week.
Right. That's a good
I think, okay, so me personally, you got to stay in your lane.
Yeah.
You already kind of have an idea of what kind of show this is going to be, who they're catering to, and what's going on. So in your mind, if you know that you're not ready for this show, then
stay at home.
Stay at home, or just be a spectator, you know.
Okay.
And I think the way the car shows are set up now, it's kind of, you know, it kind of accommodates and fits accordingly.
Okay.
Should I say, like the Rick Ross show? It's such a big show, you know. With him though, you never know, you might win, and just because you know you put so much money into a car, that don't mean you're gonna win.
Right.
Because in car shows, it's different things that they're looking for, different things that they really don't care about.
Okay.
Like we don't do music at our car show.
Okay.
That's just, you know, we just don't.
It's just a whole different vibe with this that Rick Ross thing. Like I mean, I love cars, but at the same time, like you said, that's his lane.
Yeah, that's his lane.
That's his lane. I'm not trying to jump in nobody's lane. You know, what I like is what I like, but at the same time, like, I just...
Do you think there could be a lane for just the average Joe?
Yeah, it most definitely
you know what I'm
is.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
and I know a lot of people don't want to exclude a celebrity. You get what I'm saying? But you be like, hey man, this is for the guy who works 9 to 5 show. This ain't for you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
But to be honest, a lot of these shows, if a celebrity shows up, they're paid to show up, and their car is going to mostly be on display, and they won't be in, you know,
Competition
in
with
competition
the
with the
rest
other
of
cars.
Okay.
They're just there for show,
For promotion.
you know,
It's
for promotion
promotional use.
purposes,
Yeah,
you know.
for
So
promotional use.
I've not been to a car show where I can say you had celebrities per se in competition with, you know, the average cars, you know, and I mean, to be honest, I've seen some cars here in Atlanta that look better than some celebrity cars.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So,
that is so true.
because a lot of times they don't have time to put that time into going to sit at a shop to make sure that the work is being done. They're handing their work off to somebody else and say, hey, can you get this done for me? I don't have time to do this. Versus somebody like you who may want to go and sit at the shop and observe and see what's going on with your car. You're going to look at the details. You're going to make sure everything is good. You know,
most definitely.
so you more because you're spending your money,
Right.
And you know, not to say that your money's shorter than anybody else's, but you want your money's worth, and you want to make sure you're getting what you paid for.
Right.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
I think there are different lanes for different people and different, you know, money brackets.
Right,
you know.
right.
Cause I same way. Cause I go to a few shows. You know what I'm saying? I want to meet certain people, but I agree with you on that, like for real. Cause I mean, everybody is in their own lane, and that's one thing I think people really just need to just pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got Rick Ross money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody ain't got Nava the HNIC money.
Right.
Everybody ain't got top 5 money. You know what I'm saying? So long the respect is just across the board, all the way around, then the world will be a better place.
And as far as the car shows go, you got some up and coming people who got like their first annual, second annual shows.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
like I said, and they're doing good things.
They're doing
big
good things.
things,
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
so I think everybody deserves an opportunity and a chance to shine.
Yeah.
You know, you got some people in the city who do their thing on a yearly basis, like MJ.
Man,
I can
shouts out to
recall
MJ the
going back,
Stuntman, man.
going to his show.
He the trendsetter. He
When they was
started
at the
it.
Motor Speedway,
Yeah.
I never even knew who he was,
started
but
it.
you know, I was still going to the shows.
Shouts out to
you know.
Stuntman, MJ the Stuntman. He
So
started
it's people who've been doing things for a
Forever.
very, very long time.
forever.
And you may not have ever known who they were.
Shouts
you just
out to
know
Streets with
about their
KJ.
show. You
Right.
know.
Shouts out to Street with KJ. Shouts out to Whisper by Wade.
Yeah, they do some really nice shows.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, everybody got their own mark of what they're doing in the car industry, and that's just what it is, and that's what everybody's known for. And I don't think anybody else in Georgia does a Georgia Donks, you know,
They
day.
don't. That's what make y'all stand out.
So you
That
know,
would make y'all stand out. And like the very first show, I think 4th and 1, well, that's what really surprised me. I was just like, damn.
Oh yeah, that was really nice.
Look at all these.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like I said, I didn't expect Atlanta just to have more donks than anything in the city.
Yeah.
You see muscle cars all day long. One thing about Atlanta and cars, Atlanta pretty much now has become a trendy city. You know, at one point in time, we was riding box Chevy Regals and Cutlasses and Cadillacs and shit like that. Now we done transferred over. At first, it was the Chevelles. Everybody wanted to buy Chevelle. Then it came to the Camaros. Everybody wanted to buy Camaros. Now we on the Tri-Fives. Everybody want a Tri-Five now. 55, 56, 57 Chevy Bel Air. That's the hottest thing now. So most of the people that's sitting on some bread, that's what they looking for. They shopping for them Tri-Fives. They shopping for a Tri-Five Chevy. So that's gonna be the next new wave. Probably, man, let's say probably about the next 2 or 3 years or so until the next trend, until the next popping trend pops up. Yep. So yeah, man, just going to see different things and different shows, different people, different vibe, different climate. Like, it's a beautiful thing. And then the fact that it's then stretched across the country. Like, you got shows popping up everywhere now.
Yeah.
The Midwest Fest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Up in Indianapolis. You got you know, all the shows here. You got the show out of Cali. I mean, man, it's getting bigger and bigger. Texas Whip Fest.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The SEMA show coming up in Vegas. Like, it's crazy how car shows just pop up all of a sudden and it just explode overnight, and now it's just a part of culture now. Like, you pop up and you see a car show everywhere now, and I guess it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still behind the 8 ball because I'm old school, but I'm slowly trying to catch up and get into the flow of things and probably get some ideas on what I might want to do later on. Hell, we might do a Dat Shit TV car show. Who knows?
Right.
But other than that, I mean, you know, I don't look at it as a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I want to get back out here and ride with the young folks with an old school feel. You know what I'm saying? Saw how to swerve, cut the wheel, swerve real quick on no gold thing.
Do you think you will expand your reach in the car show business? Like, do you think you would do more
we think about expanding.
less? I don't know how many you do now, so I'm just...
Well, only thing, we do the Georgia Dogs and Old School Day once a year. And like I said, every second Sunday since, I think it was July. I had been doing the meet and greet at the bar, all in.
You still doing that, right?
Well, I'm going to pick back up on it after the car show.
Okay.
Because it just be a lot to focus.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah, I work full time.
Yeah, right.
I'm a mom, you know, so...
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
Yeah, I got a lot going on. I have my hands in a little bit of everything.
Well, that's all good.
Like I said, I always want to do what I like doing. And I hope it does, you know, expand and grow, you know. So,
it will.
You know.
It will. You got the right people behind.
I just kind of go with the flow.
Yeah,
you know,
it will.
Don't try to force nothing.
Yeah,
just,
it will.
It's going to be what it's going to be. If people going to support you, they're going to support you.
Exactly.
You know, so.
Let it work itself.
Just try to keep a positive mind.
Man, thank you for coming in here
All right,
today,
I'm glad y'all
Kia.
had me.
Thank you. Let's give her a round
Slick say
of
Kia
applause.
got a birthday coming up. Slick say Kia got a birthday coming up.
Oh, really?
Kia.
My birthday was in June.
Oh.
Yeah, her birthday was in
Slick,
June.
you wrong.
Yeah, she the Gemini, yeah. She the Gemini.
Gemini season flew by so quick.
Slick, you wrong on that one.
Yeah.
You're exploring the wrong page.
Exactly. How can we follow you, Kia?
I got an IG page and Facebook. So my IG page, I think, is I Celestine Vidal. You tag it on your page.
It's tag. She got you tagged. I'm going to tag you too.
Y'all go follow me on IG. Y'all make sure y'all come out on September the 3rd. That's Labor Day weekend, Sunday.
I'm going to be there.
At 1159 Mount Zion Road. That's Monroe, Georgia. Like I said, it's from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to have vendors. It's a family event. Good vibes. DJ. Security will be on deck. Kids 14 and under free. Spectators $20. Old school vehicle entry $40. We will be giving out trophies. I do have some special plaques I'm giving out. I ain't gonna speak on that right now.
Okay.
But it's gonna be a nice vibe. Y'all just come out and support. And we hope the rain stay away.
Yes,
we hope
please.
It's pretty and sunny.
Please.
So we can make it do what it do.
Rest in peace to my man, Scotty Russell. Man, bruh, I wish you were here right now. I swear to God.
Shout out to Donnie.
Shout out to Donnie.
Shiloh,
I'ma still choke you when I see you, Shiloh. So my pretty 74 like that, man. Donnie, you better hold on that 72. You better not do nothing crazy.
Yeah, Donnie got a real clean car.
Yeah, he got a real clean 72 hard top. But I'm so glad you came in here today and chopped it up with us in the lab with DJ Nels and the Talk That Shit TV crew, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Man, I told them, man, of my word. I told you I got you, and we finally made it happen.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, even though it was a one-man show today.
Exactly.
I told Donnie, I said, I'm going to represent for y'all.
Exactly. And she did.
We originally was supposed to all be
She
here.
did. She represented. I give her that. She represented today.
I enjoyed talking
She
to y'all.
represented today, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to Talk That Shit TV, man. It's your boy, Los Do the Most. I got my man
Real insane way
over here on my left side. And we finna get ready and sign out, man. Shouts out to Don't Ride or Die. Shouts out to my man Porter Boy. Rest in peace, my man Scotty Russell. Shouts out to Donnie72 Don't. Shouts out to Ruthless Shiloh. Once again, shouts out to Kill. Shouts out to everybody out here on Sunday having a good time. Y'all go to catch G-Body Day. My man Whips by Wade and Whip Addict and Bitlet TV. They got a little thing going on that today. And,
it's over at 1159 Mount Zion, too.
Hell yeah, 1159 Mount Zion Road, Monroe, Georgia. Y'all pull up, man. Hey, we are out of here. We gone. DJ Last, you know what to do.
Peace.
Heavy Chevys, man. Ride the streets, nothing but heavy Chevys, man. Heavy Chevys.
Yeah, I like this. Hi, big bro.
What up? With no heavy Chevys.
I see you. I think I got this one. I think I got it. You know, I was talking about like Trick Daddy and, you know, the real dog riders. Like, all right. Let me see what I got. T-Double.
It's the business.
See, let's start with the 72 Chevelle. I know that well, cause everybody try to buy that bitch from me, but I will never sell. Hell, mids and highs and both swells. 24-inch shotties complete with the parels. Yeah. Inside got baby blue gator scales. Even on the bottom of the seat, you can see the gator tail. My shit hard as a turtle shell. Plus I got a motherfucking motor that'll make them tires yell. When I was 11, dog, I learned by my Chevy dog. I burned the Pirellis off, convertible, take it out. Believe my love to stay inside. That's why I'm at the starting line, about to